Welcome to CLL Support's Blood Cancer Awareness Campaign for 2023. This year we want to learn about the impact of your diagnosis, any treatments you've had and the consequences of living with CLL. This neatly aligns with our mantra of we asked, you said, and we did. We've produced 3 short videos from contributions received from our members on these 3 critically important subjects. We don't seek to provide answers, but to illustrate the range of situations and emotions experienced by those of us living with CLL. Remember, there's no normal, and your own experience is unique to you. By sharing these videos with you and the wider community, we hope you'll find them informative, and will gain some comfort knowing that you're not alone when living with CLL. This is the first video, and the next ones will be released on Monday 11th and Monday 18th, respectively.
I'll never forget the day that I heard of my mum's diagnosis of CLL. She called me up and told me, and all I heard was the word leukemia. I was absolutely convinced that it was a death sentence. I couldn't resist doing a little bit of research into it and quickly realised that it wasn't.
Bob was diagnosed with CLL in 2017. Fortunately, his white blood cells have been rising at acceptable levels, so he's still on annual monitor and wait.
Hi, my name's Alison and my partner Keith has CLL. He was diagnosed in August 21, probably not in the best way insofar as the GP rang us at 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon just before a bank holiday and said, "We think you've got cancer, can you come in and see us next Tuesday?"
Brenda's still coming to terms with her diagnosis and isn't sure if she wants to know what will happen in the future. She feels that sometimes it's easier to cope when you don't know the final outcome. She spoke to CLL Support, who were very informative without being scary.
So I got an appointment to see the haematologist, and she said, "The good thing is you haven't got myeloma." And I thought, right, good. "But," she said, and I said, right, there's always a but, isn't there? I said, "But what?" And she said, "Well, you have got chronic lymphocytic leukemia." And I said, "Leukemia?" I said, "That's cancer. Am I going to die?" And she said, "Well, you will do one day. This is something that you will probably die with, not of."
My name is John Greensmith. I'm now 65 years of age, but I was diagnosed when I was just 32. So back in 1990, I was working as a commercial offshore saturation diver. We had an annual diving medical. It was revealed that I had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. That was later reclassified as CLL. My diving medical was withdrawn. I then had to get a job in the office. We didn't have a choice. We had a mortgage, we had each other, and we just had to cope as best we could.
Richard was shocked to be told on the telephone by his GP that he had CLL. No other information was given to him other than her saying, "If you're going to get cancer, this is the one you'd want." Malcolm has had regular checkups for the past 7 years, now once a year. Once he got his head around his diagnosis, he just accepted it, as he's generally not one to worry or panic.
Hi, my name's Cherry and my husband has CLL. As the partner of someone diagnosed with CLL, the diagnosis had quite an impact on me. I can't say the same for hubby, as he just takes things in his stride. From the start, he made no secret of his condition, and we were all very aware that we needed to be a little bit more careful around him.
David went to A&E on the 3rd of January this year. To cut a long story short, he is diagnosed with a hernia, then later it was discovered he also had CLL. He had no symptoms, and without the hernia, he'd still be in the dark about CLL.
Hello, I'm Hilary Lindsay, the chair of CLL Support. So quite some time ago, my younger sister was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And then in 2005, she was told she also had CLL. But the MS had a far bigger impact on her life than the CLL. And in fact, with the CLL, she's still on active monitoring and never needed treatment. In 2009, I had a routine blood test before a planned knee replacement operation. But the consultant then had to call me in order to tell me that I had been also diagnosed with CLL. I had seen my sister's experience and I hoped that mine would be similar. And indeed, I've been very lucky and never needed treatment, so I'm still on active monitoring.
The work we do at CLL Support relies heavily on donations from our members and the public. All donations go directly to the running of the association. If you're motivated to make a donation, please do so via our website and click on the Donate tab on our homepage. Any amount you wish to donate will be gratefully received. Thank you.